Hi everybody, it's Julie. I'm here with day 3 of the 5 days of fall collaboration with DearJulieJulie and Kara Brandon Creations. I'm going to be using the day 3 page. So I have Kara's tags and ephemera, and for Julie, for the DearJulieJulie page, we have the deer pages, or ephemera, the squirrel, this that can be a tag, or you can tear it apart and use it for things. We have the squirrel seals and a bunch of butterflies and stamp up there. I tried to add in some extra things after I did main pieces for this. For my part, this is all antique ephemera that I've used in just the way it is. No touching it up, no photoshopping it or anything. It is what it is, and I think it turns out to look beautiful with Kara's items. So I have already cut my items out and have them here and ready. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, so those are cut. These will be cut with other tools, and I wanted to be able to show you that. Okay, so we've got a couple stamps, some butterflies, some squirrels, some tags. We have the deer. Okay, so we're going to start. I do want you to know, I'm going to go ahead and pick out my page for this, and I'm going to pick my page from the DearJulieJulie Flora and Fauna Kit. It's 61 pages of postcards and tags tag pages that you can use in a traveler's notebook, and then my favorite side-by-side pages. And so I want to go through here and pick out the page that I'm going to be I'm going to put these on the back of one of these pages. So you know what, I think it might be kind of fun to go ahead and use one of the collage pages. Okay, so let's go ahead, we'll put that over there. So this is the page I'm going to be using, and I'll probably end up putting it on the back. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so I've picked out my page. We'll go ahead and start by distressing. Now remember, I've decided to go with a kind of, it's actually more, make sure that's the orange. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add, it's more rich, like rust. Okay, so I want to add some of the orange onto here. Okay, so just a little bit of the orange, and then I'm going to come in with the vintage photo on top of that. Let's go ahead and grab our paper. You see, we're working on a paper here. This will probably end up in my fall journal. Okay, so this just makes it easier to go around and not worry about what I'm, yeah, this is funny because I don't usually distress, and so I'm not only am I distressing, I'm kind of going making my own distressing color here. Okay, so there, that probably kind of changes the look of the card. What do you think? Okay, so we're going to do the same thing to this one with a little bit of the orange. And you'll see I'm starting from the outside and going in. And that's just because the first place you touch gives you the darkest color. Look at, even with just the orange on it, that's so pretty. Okay, so now with the brown, I'm not as concerned about coming in, but I am still starting from the outside. Okay. So that's how I'm getting my rusty effect. Okay, and I'm probably going to go over this white area right here just to calm it down so it's not so white. Okay. Okay, so those are what we have with those. I think we'll go ahead while we're at it. We'll go ahead and do that all around all of these. And I'm going to tell you that if you didn't know, on this channel we do a couple of fun things. One thing is we do a premiere every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. So if you're out there and you're not doing anything and it's 10:30, just know that we're here and we have a live chat, and you're welcome to come join us. It's a lot of fun. Come hang out, can answer questions, and friendships are being made, and dinner plans are being discussed. You just never know. But it is a fun, and we try and make it a very safe and fun place to be every day, 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. Okay? And also, I do go live quite, well, lately has not been as often, but I do go live. And if you want to be notified when I'm going live, you'll want to make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell, and that will do that. Another thing that we do here on our channel, and just so you know, we are going to be doing a Christmas themed collab. Kara and I have decided we will be doing that, and that will be in November, so that you can have your book ready, or your journal ready for December. Okay, so I hope you'll plan to join us for that. We're pretty excited. These collabs are a lot of fun, and what makes it so much fun is everybody doing it along and getting to see all the different ideas that you're all coming up with using the same thing. Okay, so we have that. Another thing that we do on the Dear Julie Julie channel is we also have a challenge each month, and the challenge is it's fun. It can be challenging because it is a challenge. Many people think it's very worth it. We just had our VIP, which is the virtual internet party for those that finished their August journals, and I'm going to show you at the end of this video the digital that they earned for free, and it is available now in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop for the weekend for 50% off, along with all of the companion kits that go along with it. So it's roses. It's actually Roses and Ledgers is the name of it. All different colors of roses that you'll be able to use in a variety of ways, a variety of themes and colors of journals. And so I'll do the other side of these when we get to them, or after. Okay, so do know that these Kara tags, they are going to get okay, so, does that look a little different? So that's what we started with, and this is what we have. Okay. So the challenge it runs for the whole month, each month, and you have the whole month to complete the challenge. Okay. And so this month we're stash busting. It's one of the favorites that we do, and sometimes it's one of the easier ones. So we'd love to have you join us. The description details video is in the description box down below. Check it out. Come join us. We'd love to have you. Okay, so just got to have these ready. I'm sorry, I probably should have done some of these beforehand. Okay. And so I don't know if you noticed, but I'm taking this, and on these tags, I'm just going in some places. I'm not going on all around it with the orange. Okay, just a hint of it, and then we're going to go over the hint with the dark, with the brown. And then we'll also take the brown around the rest. Okay. So there we go. If I see a place that is still looking pretty like orange, then I might go ahead and add a little more. Okay, so there's that one. We have one more, I think. And we can just go around this one. I think we'll just go, not so much the cloud, because so it's kind of fun to bring in another color and not just your vintage photo. What do you think? Have you done like an ombre distressing? You know, it's like, I don't usually distress, but when I do, I decide to really distress. So, yeah. So on the back, I will probably just, whoop, that's still pretty. Pretty orange. Okay. So we'll just go around the outside of these. They don't need to have, I don't think they need to have as much going on. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Should we? Okay. So of course, yes, I probably should have had a lot of that done before the video, but it gave us a chance to have our little commercial. And so I'm going to go ahead and move these up. I also have my yellow distress ink here that we've been using a little bit as well. So I have these 3 tags, and I have a squirrel. Oh, I think I'm going to put the squirrel on here. Okay. And then I have the diamond fox. I don't want to cover up that color. Okay. I can go ahead and bring this over and set it a little bit off to the side. Okay. So like that. These guys, I'm thinking these are going to be pockets. Okay, so I'm thinking they'll be pockets. So I do want to go ahead and decorate those. So for my stamps, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my postage scissors and just use those to cut around the stamps. So I cut them out and left area around them that I would be able to cut them with the postage stamp scissors. Okay, so both the one from the Dear Julie Julie kit and the one from Kara Brandon kit. So these are both day 3 pages. I do have a little bit of extra extra things. Let's see. So I left this. I'm hoping that I can use, I don't like cutting out circles, so I'm hoping that this will fit in the 1-inch circle punch. My finger was right there. It almost got. Okay, so the other pieces are all already cut, but I do want to cut my ticket. So I'm going to pull out my antique tracing wheel. Okay. And this will give the ticket perforated lines. Okay. It's just something that I like to do. Okay, so we'll go ahead and trim along that. Now, whoop, wow. Well, we have a ripped ticket now. That's okay. I used to cut my tickets and then just use my fingernail and go along the edge. And but I stopped doing that. Then I have my large hole punch. Okay, so this is the 5/16. It's a little bit bigger than the quarter. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and turn it this way, and I'm gonna line the little hole up with the notch. Okay, that side is already. And you can just cut around these. That's no problem. I'm just showing you another way to do it. I also make my own tickets by doing that. Okay, and then I can just cut my ticket. Okay, kind of like the ripped, where it ripped. So there's my ticket. Okay, I'm gonna distress it, but I'm gonna just distress it with the vintage photo, because I think we have enough of the orange going on. Okay, so that's ready. I think this we will use. Let's put the yellow over there. Okay, we'll use a little bit of the orange on this, just on the edges, since it's already brown. Okay, don't know if you can even tell. Okay, on this one we'll do a little bit. And I've printed everything on cream paper for this time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a stamp here, and I'll probably put the other stamp on the other one so they look like postcards. And I'll use my cancellation stamp on them. Okay, I am going to give this a little color, just a little. Okay, so that gives me that, that gives me that. And okay, I can go ahead and glue these down. I know that I'm going to use those though, like that. So I love these dear cards. I think they're really cool, and they're trading cards. that and that. And then I want to find my postmark stamp. I'm just going to use the black archival ink to put these on here. Okay. I'm going to let this one kind of go off. That way they're each a little bit different. They're a little bit different. Okay. Put this back where it goes. I keep that one. It's always on. It's got its own block because I use it a lot. Okay. So there's the two pockets. I think that I'm going to want to add, well, let's wait until these get put into the journal of where their place is and to see which side we need to decorate. Okay, so those, I'm going to consider those ready. And let's go ahead with our squirrel. I think we're going to want to put something underneath him so that he kind of stands out a little bit. And it's kind of funny that that what keeps popping up is white. Like, no, not white. So this is from my mom's, from that Christmas flyer that I've been using. I think we'll go ahead and we'll have this one come off to the side also a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Okay. Put this down. Then we'll add him with his big old pointy ears. Our squirrels here don't have pointy ears. They have, and they're little ears, like chipmunk ears or something. Okay, there's that, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this bottom off. We'll save that because I might be able to use that on something. Then I want, and I'm going to keep most of my decorations on towards the top because, you know, down below we have the pocket. Okay, so if I add this gives us a third item here on this tag. And for collaging, I want three things. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and grab my crocodile and punch the hole here. Okay, I don't think I need an eyelet, but I'm thinking I might want a hole enforcer on this side, and I had the hole enforcers out yesterday at the VIP. Now everything that we did for the VIP was pink, and so let's see, I'm going to go ahead and put Distress ink right on top of some of these. Okay. Oh, I guess I could have done a little orange. Okay. So there's my hole reinforcers. These are from Dollar Tree, just the good old Dollar Tree ones. You might want to add a little glue because sometimes they are wonky. But you can just go ahead and add that to the back piece, and there you go. Okay, so there, I like that. Okay, now I want to add something to the top here, and I have that little trim that we're trying to use up that's sticking to everything. So I have that. So I think I want to use a little piece of that. And then I think I'm going to cut a piece of this off. Okay? So if I cut it and then cut it in half, and it'll give me a piece for a couple of them. Okay, so, but I do want a piece of this also. Just, you know, because using the variation, I think, is very pleasing to the eye. So here we go. Okay. And go ahead and flip that up, and I am going to use my tiny attacher. I have found that it makes it less bulky, and it still holds on, and it looks nice. I think it looks nice. Okay, so there we have that and that. I'm just going to add a small piece. It just seems to need something more. I have this washi tape that I've been using. I'm going to go ahead and just cut a small piece of the washi tape off and put it right here. Okay. And that will give us, I think this will be a finished tag right there. Okay. And I don't know if you, yeah, there we go. Okay, so finished tag. This will end up going into one of the pockets, and I think it's going to be really cute. Okay, so finished tag number 1. Okay, here we're going to put this one over here. We've got this one with the fox. Okay, and I want to get at least the word fox. Now for this one, I'm going to go ahead and make this a pocket. And so we will go ahead and cut this. Okay. That way you'll be able to see that it's a pocket. I am going to let it come off the edge. Okay, you know what? That's like, it's like going, use me. Like, okay, I'll use you. I'm going to go ahead and tie it like I usually, okay, so I'm going to put my fingernail right here. Okay, and that's going to give me a spot that the string can lay in. And I'm going to come down here and put a piece down there also. Then I'm going to go ahead and go around and tie it. And I want to tie it up here under the fox. Okay, and I'm going to tie it in a bow under the fox. Actually, I'm not going to tie it in a bow. I'm going to tie it in a knot. Okay, go ahead, tie it in a knot. Then we'll cut this piece off. And we'll put this back in. Okay, now we're going to take this and make sure that it's, okay, put that like that just so that it, Okay, I'm going to put a little glue underneath each side of this just to help it stay, and then I'm going to go around with my glue. Go faster because I don't need as big. I don't need that much. Okay. I'm going to take this and put it on here. Okay. Go ahead and any glue that's come out the edges, we'll get that out. Okay. Now we have been having fun adding these little jewelry tags. And I think this time I'm just going to go ahead and I was going to add it onto one of these strings. Yeah, I will. Okay. So we'll go ahead and pull that out. I'm going to add it to this one. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the trim. And put those two pieces together. Okay, and that'll hold it. Okay, so you have to hold it for a minute so that it glues. To each other, not to me. Okay, so there. Now we've got this cute little dangly here. And we're just going to cut that off up there. Okay, so now I'm putting these things up here that are things that I might want to use. Okay, so let's go to the other side and we'll cut our now little pocket off. We're going to want to distress that. But now we have this little pocket right here that we'll be able to put something in. We're going to want to add some kind of something to the top. So grabbing our, there's that. Okay, now I want something. I want color here. I'm thinking that any of those, okay, I kind of like that. How about these stamps are from Amore Fabrics. I don't know if she still has them, but they're fun to use in my, I like to use them in my fall stuff. Okay, I'm thinking we can come and use this over here and then maybe some of the washi tape. So very similar to what we did before. Okay. You know what? It was too straight. There's a little elf or fairy or something down here at the bottom of this fox card, just so you know. So if you're making a fairy journal, you can add the little fairy down there too. Sure had fun using the Summer Fairies digital kit. And just so you know, we will have the Autumn Fairies coming very soon. Okay, I'm going to put this, got this extra piece. I'm going to put it on the back of this because the other one's not distressed yet. So I just don't want to waste things. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we've added the washi and the green to this, and now let's go ahead and we'll add this. I think it's fun to use these two kits together instead of making, you know, using the two kits separate and then putting them together in the journal. I'm having fun actually trying to make things using the two kits together. What about you? And you can still join in. It's not too late to join into the collaboration. And just so you know, you'll want to use the hashtag 5DOFC2021. 5 days of Fall Collab 2021. You'll see it. That's how we are identifying the collab. And that's how we're going to find you for possibility of fun things that Kara and I have put together for those that are playing along. Okay. So, and I have something special for everybody that plays along. Okay, so there we go. There's my second one. I'm thinking, where did I, I have that really pretty lace and I had it out yesterday for the VIP. And now, of course, I can't find it. So I really wanted to use that. But you know what? We can... Nope, that's too busy. That's too busy. It's already pretty busy. Let's go ahead and just, you know what? I've got this. Let's just use this. We'll double it up. We'll use both of these. Okay, get them through the hole. So, yeah, so how is your guys' day? How are things going? I've got a lot to do today. I'm not really behind, but I'm behind. I'm always behind. Oh, do you hear the jets? It's one of my favorite things about living here is the jets, and that might be a C-130 because it's still here, so yeah. But we've been having jets. I love it. We've been able to see a couple of, when they launch things at Vandenberg, we've been able to see those. That's been cool. But we have smoke again today. Now, I don't know. I didn't take a time to figure out if there's a fire closer by or not. Okay, so there's that. I love it. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to take my word stamp. Sure I am. Here it is. Okay, so you guys know I have my funky word stamp that I don't put on I don't even put it on the thing. I just use it like it is, and I'll just put a couple fingers on the word stamp and grab some words. Okay, so at least there's something going on that, and it's right there. Okay, and yeah, I like it. Okay, so that's the second one. Okay, so we're now on to the blue tag, and I wonder, okay. thinking it might be kind of fun to do something a little different. Okay. Like where that opens and that opens. Okay. And so I was thinking, instead of just making a pocket, my tag goes in it, that it might be kind of fun to do like an interactive page. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the page. And I'm thinking for what I want to do that I'm probably going to want the tag piece to be close to the inside. So let's start by distressing this a little. Whoa. See what happens when you start. Okay, so start on the outside and then come in. Start on the outside and then come in. Okay, and then we'll add, and we're starting on purpose on top of that. Totally on purpose. Let's see if we can change that. Okay. So, whoa, I just put that in the orange. So we'll go over to this one. All the mishaps. Ah! We have enough orange down here already, so. But I think that this is looking so rich, and it reminds me of like leather. So, okay. Or like an old treasure map. That's what that reminds me of, an old treasure map. And we'll end up wanting to do the same thing on this side. I do have another thing that I want to add here, and that is another Sleeping Beauty stencil that I got from Spectrum Art Creations. Okay, and it has these leaves. Okay, I think they're amazing, and I think I don't need them as tall as that. But the one thing I always want to do is I always want to find something for one side or the other that is going to be, if this, you know, if I forget and don't do my next color or whatever, it's going to be easy to add it. So I'm just coming in here and I'm going to add lightly some brown. Okay. So I want to do this, I'm going to be doing this throughout this journal. Okay, so now I'm adding some of the orange, just randomly, not on all the leaves. Okay, trying to get that fall look. And now this is where I'm going to actually use the yellow for that third color that you want to add when you're doing something like this. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to move it just a little bit, and I'm going to just get a couple of the leaves. Okay. So that they look like they're behind it. Okay. So that is, and this is the stencil. I don't know if she still has it, but I used this one today. I showed you I used this one yesterday. can see the pink. I also used it at the VIP. I love these. And I like that they have the little hanger. I'm going to just, you're going to see these a lot. I'm going to use them because I really do think that they're cool. So we'll go ahead and close that up. And that's what's going to be behind this. So I'm giving you a page idea here. I'm using a page from the digital kit, okay? And I will go ahead and distress this because I'm distressing everything. I might not distress it as boldly as we're doing here. Now I want to add this here, and I could go ahead and make like a little gusset so that it would open and close, but I think what I'm going to do, since we are using washi tape, I'm going to go ahead and use the washi tape. I do need to make my hole before I forget. Okay, and I do need to put my reinforcer on it. I forgot to put the reinforcer on the last one, but that's okay. Just makes the other one special, right? Okay, so there you go. Little hole reinforcer. And so it's kind of going to look like it's a gate. Like you're here and you're going to go in and you're going to go into the gate. I might not put that in here. I might leave it like this. What do you think? I think I am, but what do you think? What do you think? Okay, so I don't want to use the full piece. And I do want to use glue because it needs extra oomph. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here and a little bit of glue where it's going to go onto the paper. Okay, and we're going to make a hinge. Okay. Now the one thing is I usually would not have put this on a page where they're looking out, but I didn't notice that. So, oh well. Why? Because that takes the interest off of the page, and I try and make it so that the interest stays on the page. Okay, so there we've made a little hinge with using the thick washi tape in half. Okay, so now we can go ahead and we'll have to come back and distress that. This is distressed, so we're good here. Okay, so I have this ticket. If I put this, and I put this ticket down, this ticket can be part of my hinge right here. I mean, it is like a door. And literally, you guys, look at this. We could take these tickets, these tags, and use them as a hinge. What do you think about that? I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to take that, make a hinge, and come down and grab another one. And I think we'll use these twine on so that we use them up. We'll go ahead and use the twine for the top of this tag. Okay, so open this, hinge, and hinge. Okay, so we want to go ahead and fold them in the same spot, so I'm going to mark them. Okay, yeah, that's good. So I'm marking them with my fingernail, And if you have like a wood grain stamp or something like that, you could put that on there. I think that would be kind of cool. But the other thing is if you're going for the mixed media look, you could use like your word stamp. Okay, I'm going to fold this back and forth just to break the paper a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll be using that. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and grab the next one. And then back and forth to help close it, or to help so that it will open more freely. Okay, now we're going to add our glue, and we're going to want to add our glue here. Okay, I'm going to put it down. Whoops. Okay, grab that. It was not all the way over. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, so get this one is down. Then we'll add the glue to this one. Straighten this out. Okay, so there we've made it look like a little door. Okay. Go ahead and grab half of a piece of washi again. Come over here. Add our glue. Add our glue. Whoop, that really wasn't very much. Okay. So we have it, it's hinged, but it's also held on with this washi here. Okay, so you've got the double hold happening here. It's not just that hinge holding it on by itself. Okay. Okay. This didn't hold. Over here somewhere there was a piece from the other day that was the inside of something that I cut to, it was a button. It's missing. Darn. Because it was round and it would be like the perfect size for a doorknob. Of course. Yeah, that looks dumb. Oh, come off. Come off, come off. Okay, so we have our little thing here. We need to work this a little bit so that it will go and fold. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to want something to close this. We have the little round, and we could make it so that it, okay, so it'll close that and that. Okay, I can use a stapler for this. I'm going to hold that grab the tiny attacher. And staple that down. Okay. Okay, so that can go like that. Now I do want to come over here really quick before we move on and go ahead and add washi tape over here just to cover up the other side of those staples. I don't want it to. Okay, so for turning, okay, so we want to be able to turn this. Might want something here also. I wonder if I can, got a butterfly. Let's see if we can pop that in there. Okay, I can put that on there. Okay, so I can see the white on here, so I'm going to go ahead and try and dull the white. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fold that. And we'll put a little butterfly down. So I did put a little glue on the top of it there. I'll just add that. Okay, so got that. You can go ahead and pop it under there, pop it under there, and that will keep the page in. Okay. We have another butterfly. I think I'm going to go ahead and pop this other butterfly up here, and we'll do the same thing. We'll get it darker, and I'm going to add that just right up there, since we already have the one butterfly on this page. Okay, so we have an interactive page. This flips, this comes back underneath there, this comes back, and put it underneath there and underneath there, and that is that page. So now we're going to move to this page, and because I have all those things going on that page, I'm going to go ahead and come over here and just go around this one to start with. Okay, so this is what we look like with just the vintage photo. Okay, now we have our pocket that we want to add. But I do want to add, you know what, I'll put it on top. I was going to say I want to add something to the edge of it. I think we'll, okay, so we'll go ahead and put this down. These will be on opposite ends of the journal. Okay. And I think we'll add this. Okay. So, just adding this to the pocket that we made. I think it looks pretty fall-like. Okay, and then we have our little fox. And our little squirrel. Okay, so our other things that we have is the seals, and we have another butterfly and the ticket. Okay, so let's look over here. Okay, let's go ahead and distress this. You know, once I started distressing, now I'm stuck. I have to distress. And I did not distress the digital because some people don't like their stuff distressed. So you'll see in some of the extra things that like on Patreon, they're getting things that are foggy. Okay, I'm thinking I want a little tuck on this side. Of course, we have a pocket thing happening on that side. You know what? What if we did like some type of flip up? Oh my gosh, I have these. I can't remember. These might have been Sizzler. Should we? Okay, I have an idea. Okay, so they're really long. They hold your silverware, is what they're for. Okay, so if I go ahead and flip this up. Okay, so we have the flip up. I'm going to turn it this way because then you get that look. Okay, got that. Okay, I'm definitely gonna, I definitely want these to be like this. Okay, so there's that. Okay, there's that. So we can put something inside here and something inside here. I think that'll be fun. You know, it probably would have been a great, like, you know what? Okay. I have a different idea. Okay, we're going to leave this one. I've got another one of these. We'll put this in my you know, because there's two of us. So I'm thinking, okay, here we go. We'll go like this. Okay, up against this side. And then pull this up. Okay, and it's going to be a border tuck because, you know, why not, right? So this is a silverware holder. That's what we've got here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead And I'm going to take my X-Acto knife very carefully. Okay, so I've got my little pocket here. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut this along in here. Okay, so but all I want to cut is this. So you could do this probably with a paper bag or other things that have the gusset like this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to come up here. See if I have more control from this angle. Okay. So there's that. Let's come all the way to the top. Okay. So we've made this little, oh, look at, there's our straw papers in there. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of glue along on the edge inside here. Put that down. I don't know about you, but a lot of our restaurants are giving you your silverware in a thing like this. Okay. Let's go ahead and go all the way down to the bottom. Okay. Okay. So there we go. I'm going to put that pocket is going to go up against this edge over here. I'm going to put this down as a border tuck. Okay. This is going to go down as a border tuck. Okay. And down and down. Make sure we're good along this edge. And now we have an opening over here that tag can go in. Because, well, it might fit in this. It would fit in this front one, almost. If I cut it down just a little bit. But it's not going to fit in the back one, which is where I would want it to go probably. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're going to do it like this because you can see the fox on this one. On the other one, the squirrel was going to end up underneath. Okay, so there's that. Then we have this that we can go ahead and fix to slide in here. It'll stick out a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down on this side so that it doesn't really stick out. Okay, so cutting that down. Let's see. Oh, I like the numbers sticking out just that little bit. Okay, and okay, so we need to distress this. And it was on white paper, so we'll distress the whole thing. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to add that and a squirrel. Yeah. Okay, so squirrel needs some distressing. Okay, squirrel, ticket, squirrel. That's for you, Sandy. Sandy's dog comes whenever I say squirrel, comes to help me. That was so funny. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've stapled that on. So we now have a place that we could put something there as well if we wanted to. I really, really like this. I think I'm going to add across the top, above and behind the squirrel. We'll put this little piece of okay, there we go. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Are you enjoying this? Are you liking the way this is coming together? Okay, so this is going to go in here. And then I'm going to come over into my bag of tricks. These are extra pieces that we have. And I am going to grab a couple things to go in here. I have that yellow. That's too big. Oh, you know what? I like them. Let's go with the mushroom behind. Will it fit? Yeah, the mushroom will fit and it's totally finished. And then we need something small. I might have to actually make the little thing. And so we'll do that on a different day. But this is all the extra pieces that I have. And some of these are going to go into, I'm making 4 fall journals at the same time that I'm making this. And so some of those things may end up in those. But there we have our items. And we have this little guy left. I think he might just sit really cute right up there. Make sure we don't have anything else. Okay, let's distress him. Then we're going to go ahead and make a little collage up here. Make a little collage. So the background pages here were from the Dear Julie Julie Digital Fall, Autumn, Flora, and Fauna. And it is available in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop, along with the 5 days of fall are also in there. And then I'm just grabbing some scrap here from Mom's Christmas flyer so that this will show up better. Okay, we'll put that behind that. So the 5 days of fall, the flora, fauna. There's 61 pages in the fall, flora, and fauna. And you'll see I'll be using those in the 4 journals that I'm going to be showing you after this challenge is done. I will have those to show you also. And so, but remember, they were made using both kits. And so here we go. We're going to put that down. But it's 61 pages of ephemera and pages and postcards and journal cards and large tags. And then the side-by-side pages like you see here. Everything that you need to make to several journals. I think we'll go ahead and let's distress this page and add that butterfly to that toadstool. If you want to know the difference between a mushroom and a toadstool, there is a card in the Flora and Fauna digital. Actually, I think it's also on day 4 of the 5 days that tells you the difference between a toadstool and a mushroom. That way you can be a fun guy and know you're a fun guy. Yeah. You see I've got stuff happening under here because there's the pocket and stuff happening under there. Okay, so if we... Oh. Could leave that. I think this page needs it more than that page. Okay. I'm trying to use all my pieces, and guess what? We used all the pieces today. We have a full page ensemble with pockets and all kinds of fun things added. Okay, I have another one of the DD stamps. Remember, it is still September and we are still busting our stash, so I'm working really hard to use up some of the items, especially the orange and brown items that I have in my stash. Okay, so there we go. And let's go ahead. I'm going to clean off the table, make sure we used everything, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, we're back. And we did have a little something left over. So I'm thinking we'll put it right down here. And we'll go ahead and distress it a little bit with all the color. Huh, we got some yellow. Oops. Oh well, I like that actually. Look how cool that looks with the yellow on there. Okay. Grab the yellow instead of the vintage photo. The yellow is mustard seed. And all I have right now is the little one of that. But it works. Okay, there we go. I used just the little ones for a very long time while I decided if I would actually use the distress inks enough to have the big ones and to pay and have the big ones. I love them, so you'll see I am collecting. Okay, so here we go. We started with our day 3. Here they are. Our day 3, Dear Julie Julie, and our day 3, Kara Brandon. Okay, and I had already cut them up, and we distressed them, and we decorated them, and we added them into this page ensemble. So we had the little deer. This one we set up as a pocket. We distressed around the outside. We added the trim here, the stamp, and the postmark. And this one, I made the postmark, the round part, come close into the stamp. We also added one of the butterflies and the DD stamp here. This is the Kara Brandon tag. I added the squirrel card, squirrel, and the Library of Congress thing here. This is a piece of the scrap from my mom's Christmas flyer, and the washi tape. Had a little bit of washi tape left over. Remember, we're using the hole reinforcers as much as we can because we've got lots of them. And I did distress the back of this tag. So that just goes right in there, and you can journal here and here. Okay. So we opened this up and we used one of the pages from the Dear Julie Julie Autumn or Fall, Autumn, Flora, and Fauna digital kit. It has the, the collage on this side, and then the squirrels with the mushrooms, and place for journaling here. And then we did this tag. So the tag was from Kara, And this was from Kara, and I cut it here and added the other piece down here. We have a little pocket here that we'll be able to add something in there. And I have these craft tags that I get at Dollar General. You guys, they're only $1. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this piece of washi tape. Actually, I'm going to put it on the edge of, I was going to make the tie out of it, but I'm going to just add this to the edge here. Okay, and this one is craft. So, oh, by the way, but wait. Okay, so I'm going to take the orange and I'm going to just add some orange up here, across and down here. And I think just it by itself is going to be enough. I don't think we'll need to distress with the vintage photo. We'll just add the orange. How about some yellow? Because I like the yellow on the last one. Yeah, we'll just add a little bit of yellow in there. Okay, there we go. So we have this little tag. Remember I said that I was going to use these and we haven't done it yet. So let's go ahead and use a couple of these. These are from those little tiny tags I've been using. And so we're going to put 2 of them, put them through the hole, open them up. Okay, open up so you see the loop. Open up, see the loop. See, we came in from the front and we now have a loop in the back, and we're going to go ahead and push these through. Okay, and pull it. And there we have a simple tag closure. I'm going to do one more thing, but wait. Because it only takes a minute or a second or 10 seconds to take my word stamp, and I just don't, it's like I don't want a mess on my, okay, so there we can add that, and we can add it down here. Okay, so just adding some word stamps on there, it just kind of makes it look a little more finished. And this can go right in here. That's not where it's going to go, but it could. Okay, it could go right in there. It is going to go in here. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to go in here. So we did make we made that. And we'll just put this one in there. Okay, so it has something. Okay, so we made a tag for here. Yay. And then this one goes on this side. No, this one goes in here. Okay, that goes there. Okay, so we have all that going on here. Okay, so we took the silverware bag, flipped it up, glued this down. That gave us a pocket here and a pocket here. Okay, so double pocket. It also gave us a pocket over here because we went and sliced this with our X-Acto knife. We were able to take the tag that we made from the Dear Julie Julie page with the Kara Brandon ticket and the little seal. We stapled these on, added some of this to the back, and that just fits right nicely right in there. And we still see the numbers, so that is awesome. So we have our little fox tag here with the washi tape, and I told you Mom's stuff there. We went ahead and used this trim. It goes all the way around. We tied it, and then we added the little tag here. We added some of the words and a DD stamp, and up here we added the little tag topper lace and twine edge. And then we've added the little tag inside here. Might not be able to get it out, but there you have a little tag in there. So lots, you can also write on the back there. Okay, whoop, did it again. It goes in here. And the little fox is just sneaking out from the side. I love that. You turn it over, and here we have our interactive page with the other deer card that we made also into a postcard, added a stamp here and the postage cancellation. And then this, you just pop it up and it opens up. Oh, we need to distress that. And here we added the little tags as hinges, made this look like a door, added the butterfly, and then down here we have the little round piece from Kara's kit. You know what? Let's go ahead and that really wants to go in there, okay? I don't know if you saw that, but I was trying to tell it to go away, and it was like, no, I want to go in there. So, but it's not really big enough. So we'll just tie it. Okay, so we're going to take this through. Okay, so we've got the little, oh, you know what? Let's put this through here. Okay, through here. And we'll just tie it on here. Because it's such a small piece, but it really wants to be on this tag. So we'll lit it, okay? And we'll have it come over to where this is going to come across. Be careful pulling it. Okay, so there you go. You've got all that going on. You've got made that. I love it. It knew what it wanted, and it's going to be fine. So we open this up. We have a place to write here. I will go ahead and distress this. We added the Sleeping Beauty stencil here, and also we did the leather look around the outside. That's what I'm going to call that. And then these just snap under there. And that is our day 3 page ensemble. So you got page ideas, you got embellishment ideas. I hope you got a lot of ideas. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you find something to celebrate every day. Remember to pray for everybody in our community, and have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.